Okay, welcome back to another philosophy thoughts, my thoughts, and this is Ryan. So today, found another one, and this one is from Ludwig uh, Wittgenstein, and it says, "Whereof one cannot speak, therefore one must be silent." And to me, I think kind of means like, think before you speak. A lot of times, a lot of people like to blurt out stuff that might not make sense, and and it's really goes, especially with a lot of really extroverted people, like to always be out, do things without really watching what's going on or understanding what's going on around you, and you kind of want to be careful with that because that could lead you into trouble. So I think that's kind of one of the things that's you know that I'm getting from that one, and and this kind of and this next one's kind of very similar. If you're, like I said before, if you're not informed, don't speak. Um, I think that's a bad habit for a lot of people. A lot of people like to just talk and say stuff that they think sounds good, but it really isn't. Um, a lot of people are well ill informed. They only listen to one person or one news site or whatever, and it can be completely biased. It can be somewhat true, but maybe not the whole truth. So it's good to really just kind of gather your information before you say a whole bunch of things about certain topics, especially when it's a serious topic. You want to make sure you're all you well read, well versed on what you're discussing, right? Because you don't want to look stupid. And and kind of this goes along the lines, like sometimes, silence is best. Sometimes if you don't, if you're around a bunch of people, it's kind of like what I do. A lot of people say I'm quiet, and that's a lot of times because I don't really have anything to say, or I understand who I'm talking to, and I know that my perspective by chime in would be kind of, you know, people might not like that. So just to avoid unnecessary stuff, especially if it isn't that serious, I just don't really say anything or I don't express my opinion just because, I know the ones that are around me and I know how they think. And sometimes I'll chime in, but a lot of times it's just if it's not worth it for me to say anything, I don't. Um, but that's just me. I'm kind of introverted, but to a degree, I'm not. It just depends on the situation. I'm very talkative when I definitely know what I'm talking about. But other than that, I'm not as vocal in other things and whatnot. So that's my thoughts for this quote. It was a pretty short one, so I'll catch y'all on the next one.